our platform is very diverse. We're not just a one-party platform like everybody thinks. Everybody thinks that we're just a bunch of tree-hugging hippies, and it's just not the case. So if you actually go to the greenparty.ca website, you'll see our entire platform has been published. And we have quite an extensive platform, and it's fully funded. So there's no spending extra money. It's everything is fully funded. So it's not just a one-party platform. So we're talking about, of course, bold climate action, but we also want sustainable business. So that's in this province to get our mind out of being a one industry province, and we can't keep putting all our eggs in one basket just for the sake of oil and gas. And let me just state right now, I am the only candidate that I know of that actually works in oil and gas, and I find it extremely ironic that I'm actually running for the Green Party, trying to save oil and gas jobs in this province.
You represent the Edmonton Millwoods riding. What would you bring to that area?
So it's probably one of the most diverse areas within not only Edmonton, but in Alberta. So you have a lot of new Canadians. You have people coming in from all over Canada that live there, natural-born Albertans, of course. And then you also have a lot of new Canadians that are coming in from all over around the world. So we have quite a significant Punjabi population. And it's not people that literally just got off a plane last week. Some of these people are born here. They're multi-generational. And you also have a significant Filipino community, and you'll even have a small section of people that with an Arab background. So it's quite multicultural. Like my niece, for example, half of her class, it's obvious that the parents are new Canadians, and the kids all get along. There's no issues there, and so it is one of the most diverse neighborhoods that we have within Alberta. And what I'm trying to bring is recognizing that diversity. And for immigration purposes, a lot of Canadians would be shocked to find out the hoops that people go through just to become a citizen in this country. There are so many people that are just caught in an endless loop of never finding out where their immigration status is, and in some cases it goes on for years. So we give them all the rights of the Canadian, being, tax-paying citizens, but we don't actually give them citizenship and allow them to vote. So, they're being taxed at the same rate as any other Canadian, but they don't have the rights of voting. And it's just you're separating families in some cases for years. I have one friend; he hasn't seen his wife and daughter for 3 years. He's stuck in the same endless loop where he can't get citizenship, so thus can't go out and get another job. So he's stuck in the same job. And it's just shameful.
What will your party do, or what has it done to encourage Aboriginal people or even young people to get out and vote in October?
I'm actually, my mother is full status Cree, and she's from South Indian Lake, Manitoba, and that's where I'm originally from, is northern Manitoba. I'm actually from La Paz, so I identify as Métis, and I have been going out there and encouraging every single person I can of Aboriginal status to vote. And at a local level, it is, we're taking this to the internet as well, Facebook, Twitter, every single piece of social media that we can. And the Assembly of First Nations, the Grand Chief, has actually come out and stated, the Green Party of Canada is the only party of Canada that actually will recognize this. And being from Manitoba, I've seen where, an NDP province provincially for, more than 20 years. And I talked to a lot of my relatives, because I still have a lot of relatives that, they're living in literally third world conditions within Manitoba. And people said, well, why aren't you running for the NDP? I said, because as far as I'm concerned, the NDP has done nothing but use Aboriginals for their vote and for their own purposes. So it's the same old thing for them. And people are really coming together now, and they're, with the Idle No More movement, and they're starting to take serious action. If you look out in British Columbia, you have a lot of different bands that are actually mobilizing, and they are evicting oil and gas companies. They have no place at the table. The last they have to do is the actual law saying, no, you're getting off our land, here's the eviction notice, and we're canceling your water licenses, goodbye. And so, we have to recognize that Aboriginal Canadians are part of Canada. They're the First Nations people within Canada. And to keep on treating them like third-class citizens is just not going to go anymore. The people are starting to say enough is enough.
In your opinion, why should people vote for the Green Party of Canada?
We're not a one-issue party. One of the biggest things that we're pushing for right now is pharmacare. We want a national pharmacare program. We're the only we're the only Western nation with a national healthcare system that doesn't have national pharmacare. People are too often spending way too much money on on medication that they can't afford, and they're having to choose between their living expenses, putting food on the table, or paying for much needed medication. It will literally save the country in the range of $11 billion. That's it. Minus $11 billion it'll cost this country. So we will make $11 billion by going to a national pharmacare program. And there should be no other reason other than bold climate action that you should be looking at us. So I encourage everybody to look at greenparty.ca. The platform is all on there. It's fully funded. And again, we're not a one-issue party, and we are made up of people from all backgrounds. Again, I work in oil and gas. I'm trying to save oil and gas jobs in this province. I'm against pipelines because it exports jobs out of this province and out of this country. So I want more oil and gas jobs in this country and in this province. But all the other parties are pro-pipeline and pro-exporting Alberta and gas jobs and pro-exporting Canadian jobs in general. So by all means, please take a look at us. We're not a one-issue party, and we want to have your vote on Election Day, October 19th. Please vote. Please register to vote. You might be very surprised at the different rules that are out there in terms of new voting regulation. And make sure you have the proper ID. You can go online now to Elections Canada to ensure that you are on the voters list. So please make sure you register to vote, and please vote Green Party on October 19th.